we start a recording, I would say that good afternoon to everyone once more. And this lecture, it's about vector data, how to draw a polyline, how to draw a polygon, and how to put a point. By a previous session, we just start to work on the raster image and coordinate them, project them, and give the projection to it accordingly. In this session, we are start to work on drawing part, especially vector drawing, and also how to able to add a attribute data to our let's say vector dataset. For this purpose, we are going to use example 5a. I'm going to use example 5a, and then let's start some digitalization process. Actually, the things that we are going to do in this session officially called digitalization. I'm just wait until the example 5a gets downloaded. Then we would able to work with digitalization process. And in digitalization process, there are some few important points which I'm going to tell you during the process. I'll just try to drag and drop onto the desktop the entire folder. Yes, here we are. We have example 5a at the moment here. Actually, I think this example 5 remained from previous session, previous semester. That's why I'm just take this 4 out. Let's just call it example. Then I'm just take out this 4. These are the raster images. If you remember this raster image, we have 4 documents related to the projection and pyramid. Now, like always, I'm going to create a folder connection. Of course, I told you, you are able to drag and drop it directly into the canvas, but we prefer to create a folder connection. As I explained you, if you have too many files, you will make a mistake. So we have Cape of Aquilas in the southern part of the Africa. This is a Cape of Aquilas. This is a raster image which is coordinated. As you can see, there is no problem of the coordination, scale everything fine, and work the visibility also resolution is quite fine and acceptable next to the seashore. Even if I am actually I don't want to do it, but let's try to check. Even if I add a base map, let's just have a very simple one, the grayest one, because I don't want to have a big map. The simplest one. Let's see. we would able to see the location or not. Definitely, if internet also help us, we will see the exact location of this raster image. Yes, as you can see in a background right now, I have another map which you can follow the road. Actually, right now it is freezing. I wish to move it a bit down in order to recognize, but somehow you are able to follow the line and land. You see this road or whatsoever, it is followed by the vector. I'm just waiting until my let's say computer become stabilized, then I am able to zoom out a bit to follow it. As you can see, the road, everything, the seashore match into the place. You see this road, it is followed by the rest, and the other road also appear. If I'm just increase the transparency, you will able to follow the maps. Same as example that we do it by previous session. So you are able to see the background. I just want to show that the how process could be follow when we have a raster which is coordinate and project correctly. So you will see all the line, all the road are in a correct place. My other map doesn't have any building, but you see every building, every single things also locate in a correct place. Even the shoreline, you see the shoreline even very logically located in a place. And this is about our base map. Now I'm just get rid of the base map because we don't need it, the web one, I mean the web one base map, but we are going to work with our raster in this session. Yes, here we are. Let's also reduce the transparency or get rid of transparency. Now we have a complete image at the moment. The first thing that I wish to do is draw a road. And for this purpose, you remember we have a three entity. One of them is a road, one of them is a sorry, we have three entity. One of them is a point, one of them is a line or polyline, the other one is polygon. Accordingly, we are responsible to use, if you remember the definition, any linear element, either a road, river, electric line, water line, telephone line, gas line, should be shown by a polyline. And any boundary, such as an urban block, building, yard, parcel, country, shown by polygon, and any single element, such as a single tree, such as a sign, peak, will be present by point. I'm just going to open my catalog. This is my catalog. I'm just trying to open the catalog with a somehow similar to this menu. You see, more or less, you will see same thing available here. So it is not any more foreign for you. We have a folder connection even there. I'm going to choose my location. This is my example 5a, and this is the cape of Oculus. I'm here going to add a new object. My object is shapefile. Shapefile is a vector data, represent and carry the let's say vector data, include polyline, polygon, and point. Let's just make a shapefile. I'm going to draw a road, so it should be polyline. My feature type is polyline. What is the, let's say, layer? I'm call it roads. Very important things. Do not forget this part, or do not skip this part. Later you will face with a problem. The coordinate. You need to add a coordinate to here. How you are add? You could borrow from your raster. How you borrow it? You just import it from here, or maybe in other version that you are going to use. This is 10.2. Other version have in a other location. I think number 9 is somewhere else. I'm not remember right now, but anyway, after 10.2 it is coming to here. You need to import it. Of course, if you know your own coordinate, either you are able to find it from here, but if you're not sure, or if you don't know, you can borrow it from your base map or raster, or of course you are able to define your own coordinate accordingly. I'm going to borrow it. Under my folder connection example 5a, this is a cape of Oculus. I'm going to borrow it, this coordinate. You see this coordinate coming here, and after I hit OK, it is transferred to this part as well, which is coming right now. We don't want to put a Z value and M value. These are for a further job. If those who want to work with altitude and storing the route data, you are able to go through of it. But right now, we just skip this part and just hit OK. Right now, one layer appear here and one appear here. You see, this is a road, and the image of it like a road. Now, I need to use this one. You remember in the first session in a navigation course, I will tell you that in a digitalization course, I will tell you what is this one. You need to just open this one and put it here. Choose editor and start editing. And your layer, relevant layer, should be choose in order to start editing process. So my process right now is start. I'm able to draw the line. Right now, if I am open attribute table, no record here, 0 out of 0. For drawing purpose, I'm open my create feature box, which is this one. Let's hide the catalog. This is my create feature from here. I need to select road, and I need to select line. I'm start to draw from junction by right click, and next in the other junction. Then press F2 or finish the sketch. This is right now one road. Okay. Second road, I'm going to use snap. This is a snapping toolbar. You know it from AutoCAD. So please activate it, your snap. Then from the end of it to the another junction. Very, very important. you should stop from junction to junction. Okay, this is extremely important. Otherwise, your project not work. For instance, you cannot draw road like this. For instance, let's draw one road. Cannot draw from here to here, up to here, one road. This is as a visual, okay. Maybe you want to do it quickly, then just draw it one line from here to there. But ideologically, typologically, and theoretically, this is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Okay, I'm emphasizing on it. So I'm just choose it, therefore delete it. You should draw from junction to junction, because let's tell you the reason. From junction to junction, I'm just make it a bit thick, our line to be visible. From junction to junction, the property of the feature change. Okay, what kind of property we have? Or let's call it attribute even. From junction to junction, a street name could be changed. From junction to junction, a street cover could be changed. One of them unpaved, the other one paved. One of them asphalt, the other one dirt. One of them sand. From junction to junction, a street, let's say, way could be changed. One of them is two-way, one of them is one-way. So that's why we should absolutely draw from junction to junction, even if same time, even if right now all of them is asphalt, maybe later some of them change. So you cannot predict. Therefore, you will start from junction to junction. Besides, if you want to do further analysis, you want to do some accessibility analysis, if you draw from one point to other point, one big road, without breaking into the junction, your accessibility not work. If you want to give navigation, computer cannot help you, because this is a one big street which is not considered any junction. This is very important. The second important, you should do it from vertex to vertex. You need to get the endpoint by use of a snap. Okay, draw few of them, few of this road from junction to junction. Again here, you see I'm get the snap of here. I'm draw it to here. Again from here to here. I'm going to draw a few of them very quickly. Here we don't have, for instance, road, but before we have it. Okay, another road up to this point. One road which is going there. Another one up to here. We have other road which is coming here. The other one coming to this junction. We have also, you can use some vertex in order to make your road bend, for instance like this one that I am doing, but still it is one object with a few vertices. Another one I'm going to draw from here, then it's using some extra vertex. I make it a bit bend. Or another road to this part. Let's go draw to some other over here. For instance, here I have, again, I could give some extra vertex. Of course, there are, let's show you from here, there are also arc model instead of the linear straight segment. You are able to draw with use of endpoint arc. Let's give a definition for you here. I'm not actually prefer the arc segment. For instance, if you have one junction here, I just give a 2 endpoint and then draw it with by one arc, and then without skip up to here my another junction and then finish it. But as I told you, I'm not personally prefer this method. The linear one is too much easy. So if you make a mistake, you are able to go and edit your vertex. For instance, you are able to add another vertex on there, or you are able to move your vertex to here. You see, I'm able now to move my vertex and move this one also a bit here. Yeah, I'm vertex to get it perfect. As you see, it is not. And then make it finish. Okay, this could be also other method. If you draw it wrong, you just click it and choose and then delete it. Okay, this is also able. Again, you will be able to come here and choose a line and start to draw your, let's say, vertex. To emphasize on it, you need to be remember that full stop from junction to junction. This is very important for accessibility and road. I'm going to draw a few more. And one more big mistake that I am mainly see it by architect student. If I will ask you to draw a road, please do not draw an urban block like this. This is urban block, which is wrong. You should draw it this one with a polygon. Okay, road is a single linear element which is passed through the center of the road. Okay, so this is not a road, absolutely wrong. This is a urban block and which should be drawn by a polygon, not polyline. So as you can see, I draw some of road here, and let's also draw a few more and then go work with attribute part and draw one here and try to do it, and then we have one more which is end up here, another one, then I have one more road from here to here and one more over there. So I'm almost try to connect my roads network together. So I just draw almost half of the road for this neighborhood in Cape of Agulhas. I'm going to add a few more to make it too much meaningful. And after that, I'm going to show you how you are able to work with attribute, because right now these are just a piece of line and doesn't have any meaning. But after you gave them attribute, you are able to get benefit of them. Yes, it's enough. We almost draw majority of it. So when this process done, always you need to save your things, the editing things that you do, this process, digitalization, save editing. Do not use this save button. This had nothing to do with this vector digitalization. This is just for a layout saving. So just use this one, and then later you are able to stop editing. Of course, if you want to back to it and continue, you could also choose start editing, open your create feature, choose the line, and then continue to your drawing, like here. I'm just say stop editing and finish my job. Now I'm open my attribute table. As you can see, right now I have 51 objects. Now I want to give them something meaningful. Okay, for instance, I'm going to add a field. When you are going to add a field, you should remember that your editing is not started. Okay, it should be stopped. I'm going to add a field. Just give a name or ST name. So for ST name, what is our data type? It is a text, because we are going to write a text. You need to decide which length of the text you need. If you are living in a continent or in a place that the name of a street is a very small, very short, so accordingly you need to keep your character short. But if you are working in an area which your street name is a very long name, so accordingly keep this length long. I'm just say 35 character at the moment. This is about a street name. Another feature that I wish to add, I want to say that number of way, how many way we have. Okay, for number of way, short integer enough for us. You remember short integer covering 32,000 minus plus. So maximum we have, how many way we could have? 2-way or 3-way or 4-way, or let's say number of lines. Maybe this one is better. How many lines we could have? Maximum 12, or I don't think so. We have more than this. So 32,000 is more than enough for us. I put this one. What else I can add? I could say cover. Or let's say ST cover. Again, for a cover, because I'm going to write a text, so I need to use a text. What is the cover? Either asphalt, sand, dirt road, or something like this. So maximum maybe 10 character or even 15, it is enough for you. And that's all. Of course, you are able to add many other things here. For instance, unbuild, build, whatever you wish. But this is enough for me at the moment. Now I need to fill the information. For filling information, I need to start my job. I keep press start editing and able to work. Now I'm just start to select. I'm going to select the road that I want to work with them. Let's say these roads have the same character. Put it in that way. What is the name of it? You could say Rose Street. Number of line, let's say this is a, not actually 5. Let's say 3 going, 3 coming, 6 and 6. What is the cover? I just say asphalt. Then save editing. This is one part. For this one, let's choose this 3. The street name is, let's say, white. It have a 2 line and let's say sand. Another one. Let's say this one. Let's call it Alex Street. Number of way. We could say it is a one way, one line. So it is one way. The cover at it, let's say AS or asphalt. One more thing. If I'm going to use AS as asphalt with this big capital character, always I need to use it with the same character. Otherwise, I will face with problem. If I use this one as a small AS, the computer consider the AS with a small letter is something else, something different than the AS with a capital letter. So this is very important. Another road, we have this road also. Let's call it Jacks. Let's say number of line, let's say 2 line and 2 line. The cover is sand and sand. Another road, I'm going to choose this one. Let's call it rock. Number of the, let's call it 4 and AS for it. Of course, you are able to, if you have too many of them, yes, right now it is a few, I don't want to go that detail, but you are able to use with a field calculator and then write AS here. But since now this is not much, I'm just prefer to copy paste them. So let's also choose a few more roads here. For instance, this one, street 5. Number of the line is 1, 1, and street cover is AS again. And since these are a single, I call one of them 2, the other one 4, the other one 1, number of the line 1, 1, 1, and AS, AS. And for this one, we have this one also. We could say this is 6 street 1, 1, and AS, AS. Here we are. Keep save editing, stop, and let's look how many streets I can give a name to them. Actually, this amount of street doesn't have any name. Indeed, we can do the vertical one. I'll just do it quickly also. What else we have? I think this. I think enough. We almost done. Yeah, almost fine. I don't want to do all of them. I'm just stop editing. Now, this is the thing that we do up to now. As you see, we almost fill most of the part of the table except this few. Let's go now to the classification. We are going to get benefit of these things. If we give a single symbol, it means that all of them are same, but these are not same. We go to the category because it is a quantitative. I'm going to use a street cover type and add a value. For asphalt, maybe I could say that use major road with a color of the red, a bit thick, and for a sand, I could say residential road, which is, let's say, maybe orange with one color in thickness or two. Let's give apply. You will see the road with a sand cover it is shown in orange, and the ones that with asphalt shows in this way. Of course, we are able to do it with a number of the line. Okay, number of the line also good. We have a 6 line, we have 4, and etc. And we have a 0 line. For a 0 line, I could able to choose something like this, for instance. The 1 thickness, but for a 6, we can give a 6 thickness, 4 thickness, 2 thickness, and finally 1 thickness. You see the line, let's just change the color also. The green is fine, I think. Maybe I need to change the color of this one to the red to make it visible, and this one to maybe orange. You see how the color now visible. Of course, I have used the label also because we gave a name to them. Make my name activate and then give to the street name. You see all the street name appear here. If I turn off this one, you see George Street, Street 4, 6, 2, 5, 1, Blue 1. For this one, I didn't give a name. And Rose Street, Rock Street, and other street. You see how you are able to use this classification in this way. This is for a road classification. One more time for repeating. Let's also, yes. For a road classification, first of all, never and ever draw the boundary, because this means a block, and block it's drawn by polygon and not by line. Second important thing, you need to stop in any junction, because the character of the road from junction to junction can be changed, or if currently same later would be changed. Besides, this is mathematically and theoretically it's wrong, absolutely wrong. Okay, this is about road and polyline classification. Is there any question at the moment for this part? And one more thing that I am forget to tell you, for all the road, either secondary, tertiary, one way, two way, you need to have just one shapefile. Okay, if you draw this road in one shapefile, if you draw this one to another shapefile, this is again wrong. All the road, all of them, okay, should be in one single shapefile like this one. This is another issue that I want to tell you.